Christmas brought so much joy. Couldn't wait for the presents and laughter. I couldn't sleep late at night, looking for Santa with lights. Those are the memories I still remember. Then I became a man, lost sight of who I am, but right in front of me was the answer. 'Cause on Christmas I feel joy, and I turn back to a boy. The answer is to stay young forever. This is not a Christmas, this is not a Christmas song, this is not a Christmas, this is not a Christmas song, this is not a Christmas, this is not a Christmas song, this is not a Christmas, this is not a Christmas song.
Hello, Star Wars fans. There's just 344 days until Christmas 2025. Look, I appreciate you all being here. I know that we're running really late today. I had some issues at work this morning. Been at it and just got a good chance to get everything ready for the show today. And if you were with me yesterday, you know my dad had to have his dog put down yesterday. My daughter got caught in the driveway. She got stuck out in the hayfield, and I had to go rescue her. She's out and about in our vehicle now until I can get out there with a shovel and get the snow out from underneath and get a chain hooked up to that, get the tractor on it, pull it out of the hayfield. So we've got some stuff to get done. You can see Peanut back there. She's happy. Peanut's got things to say. So look, I'm happy you guys are here. And boy, what a great series. And I think I share the opinion of a lot of you all that I just hope that the viewership continues to climb on this so that they can warrant maybe a second season, or at least develop out this storyline further and the characters further in other shows. So let me say hello. I see KG. Hello, KG. Yes, she said she would love to see these characters again. Me too. It did have a very storybook ending. It was fantastic. And Skywalker's Academy, put these characters in. Well, maybe not everything, but everything. Yes. And this is not a Carson Teva song. Why not? Why not more Carson Teva? It would have been fantastic to get Carson Teva in last night. This finale, that's the only thing I think that could have made it better. Put Carson Teva in. And Mike Yaney, first one in the chat. Mike, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate your support, and thanks for being here. And Mike Porter, the one and only chosen pun. He says, I'm stuck in a ray field. Very good. Yeah, KG says, they said no cameos, and we didn't want to listen. I know. You put cameos in, people say, oh, it's all just member berries. You don't put cameos in, people are like, where are my cameos? So that's Star Wars fans for you. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Look, I love this episode. Mike, any advice for getting out of the Rayfield back on the basketball team? Oh my goodness. The male pilot is credited as X-Wing Commander Kent. Andy Powers, the female is X-Wing pilot. What is that? Callie Dan, whatever. Colton, Shira Moore. Yeah, we don't have these in any other series. They don't count on your bonus points or your predictions. I think this show was great. And they didn't rely on member berries at all. It was still golden. You know, KG, I've seen people compare it to Mandalorian season 1. We didn't have any expectations for the Mandalorian. We're like, what is this? And the Mandalorian didn't really tie into any other Star Wars content except that you had a Grogu. You had this baby Yoda species. What is that? Right? And of course, you had some little callbacks to Boba Fett from the animated version we saw in the holiday special. That rifle that he had. There were very few things that tied in, and of course, blurs. Yeah, we had blurs. So all of that. Yeah, that field is all the snow drifts. Well, yeah, if you've seen a hayfield, you've been in a hayfield, you know that where you have your rows, it can you get the car out in there and the snow piled up underneath it. There's no way to get it out until you go out there and you shovel out underneath. So got to get the snow out from underneath your car, and then we'll be fine. We'll be fine. Hey, let's see. Yes, the chosen pun. There you go. Jedi Mike out there in Southern California, right there in at the edge of where all that destruction's happening. So good to see you here, Jedi Mike. Just a fantastic supporter of the channel. Great guy and wonderful dude. We're happy that you are well. As I mentioned, I talked with Jason Ward. He's fine. I've had a couple of other friends who are in that Los Angeles area. In fact, one that lives very close to Jedi Mike. So far, everyone is doing well. So God bless you, Mike, and appreciate you being here. Yes, the chosen pun is Mike Porter. The Dark Saber at the end of Mando season 1 was pretty huge cameo. Yes, we didn't get Jod's home address as the name of the adopted Jedi mom. Finale fail. I have questions. Well, you didn't answer all my questions. I have so many questions, and it's a fail until you answer every single one of them the way that I want you to. You can't just answer. You have to give me the answers I want. 10 out of 10, Mike says. Bring it back. Yeah. Jedi Mike, I am the Bindu. Yes, Mike, we know. So let's see. What else we have here? Let's see if we can get all caught up with the chat. And we'll get into these prediction finale. This is going to take a little bit more effort to score, but we'll get into it here. The way this is going to work is I went through and rewatched again. I posted some stuff to Discord, ran some stuff by some folks, and I think we have all the right answers figured out. Now, the thing is, how many did you get right? And how many points did Santa get? And can you stay on the leaderboard? If you're on the leaderboard, can you stay there? Maybe you're just trying to catch up. You can make it onto the leaderboard, get some of this. Look at that. Star Wars Santa hoodie. Look there. Maybe you can get some Star Wars Santa merch. So we'll find out. Let's go ahead and jump into our predictions here. And we'll go through here together. The very first prediction question is pew pew. Somebody gets shot with a blaster. Well, there was plenty of shooting going on, but I did not see anyone get shot either fatally or stunned. There were plenty of stun shots fired, but nobody got hit. So the correct answer is no. So if we filter for just our nose, hold on a second, clear this, pick just the nose. Look, nobody said no. So now we have to go into the other answers here. Let's see, and score these. Let's see. We have -2. Minus. Let me. I was going to do this way. Let's do it this way. We'll just say let's clear all these and let's just pick the lethals. right? These are people said lethal. They get -1, right? -1. And then we'll pick all the ones that said non-lethal. They get the -1s, right? Can I make the form window bigger and you smaller? Matt, I can make the form bigger though. I can do this, right? I can do that. So it's easier for you all to read. We can zoom in I can zoom in a bit more. And then let's filter for all of our, let's see, we've got the nose. Let's pick just the non-lethal here. And these are a -2s. -2 here, -2 here, -2 here, -2 there, -2 here, -2, -2, -2. Look at all these negative scores. Oh, we're all taking we're taking a beating. We're taking a beating. It's not good. let me turn off this other turn off that there. All right, so there we go. -2. You can see Fitz -2. Star Wars politics. Santa -2. Oh no. So there we go. I think that scores everyone there. If we go back and we select all and I display, I think everybody has a score here. So next question. Lightsabers and the Force. Says the window is too small. Here, let me do this. Let me do that. How about that? If Jod uses the Force in an observable way. Let me check to make sure I just got all these. Okay, yeah. Jod uses the Force in an observable way. Jod lights his lightsaber, and somebody else lights a lightsaber. 3 points available here, right? RF Gaming Channel -2. I'd like to file a protest with the commission. Right? Send it to the replay booth. I need an override here. Why would it be -2? You get a minus for every wrong answer. You get a minus for every wrong answer. It was in the definition, right? You get -1 for every wrong. High risk, high reward kind of thing. So this is worth possible 3 points. So we'll just go here. Let's clear it and pick Jod lights his lightsaber. Everyone who said that. Brian Stone, he gets 1 point, right? And then pick the next one. Let's see here. Pick that. Jod lights his saber and someone else uses the Force. This one's going to take more work. Let's Jod uses the Force in an observable way, and Jod lights his lightsaber. Now that's worth 2 points, right? That's worth 2 points. So these folks, 2 points for Jod uses the Force and lights his lightsaber. You get 1 point for every right answer you provided. So we're back to an even keel. Then we take those off and pick. Let's see. Jod lights his saber. Someone else uses the Force. Someone else lights a lightsaber. So this is the way this works. You get a point for every right. You lose a point for every wrong. So we have 2 right and 1 wrong. That nets a 1. So Brett Phillips nets a 1. Right. So someone, let's see, what do we have here? Jod uses his here. Let's just do this. Hold on. Right. Jod, this is the correct one, right? 3 points. 3 points. Jod uses the Force. Jod lights his lightsaber and someone else does. Everybody who said that gets 3 points. 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. 3 points. There you go. That's how that works. Let's see. I lost my window. Let's get my window back up here. There you guys are. Right. There you are. There you are. Hashtag rigged. Hashtag not fair. It is fair. Look, Santa lost 2 points too. Next condition. Jod uses the Force in an observable way. Oh, okay, that's the right answer. Jod, let's pick this one. Jod uses the Force in an observable way. Jod lights his lightsaber. Someone else uses the Force. Oh, +2, -1. 1 point. 1 point for that one. There you go. That's how that works. Thrawn Kill gets a point. And I think then we've taken, oh, no. Here we go. Jod uses the Force. Jod lights his saber. Someone else uses the force. Someone else lights a saber. +3, -1, nets a 2. Ducky Momo nets a 2. Look at that. He's at 0. Right? Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and on these. I'm just gonna. Well, no, I'm gonna leave them. It makes the filtering kind of funny, but it makes it easier to see. So we'll select all those. All right, there we go. Everybody should have points. The pirates be here. Yar. The next question. The pirates cross through the barrier. Right? Aren't all 3? Yes, 3 are correct. There's 4 answers possible. Or 5 answers possible. So if I go back to the predictions on the lightsaber, there were 5 options. Jod uses the force. Jod lights a saber. Someone else lights a saber. Those are the correct answers. There were 2 that you could have said that are not correct. So if somebody answered 4, it'd be 3 -1. You get 2 points, right? That's how that works, right? RF Gaming, I'm back to the plus side. Totally fair. Totally fair. Okay, the next one. So if we just look at question, so here we go. This is question 3, right? Pirates don't cross the barrier, and the pirates cross through and land unopposed. Both of those, neither of those count. Pirates cross through, and the gun on top of the school shoots at them. Neil did shoot at them with the gun on top of the school, and the pirates cross through the barrier and lay waste to the city. They did fire upon the city and blow up lots of stuff. So both of these count. It's worth a maximum of 2 points here. So we'll go here. Pirates. The pirates question. Let's. The pirates cross through the barrier and land unopposed. Well, that'd be -1. That's wrong. That's wrong. No point for that. No points for you, Ducky. Minus points. Pirates cross through and the gun shoots at them. Right? You get 1 point for that. 1 point, 1 point, 1 point. There you go. And now we go to the next possible. The pirates cross through. The gun on top of the school shoots at them. And so this is the one that's worth 2 points. 2 points, right? Yeah, I know that the math here is tough. I'm going to have to work on this. So Baymax gets 2. KG gets 2. KG's Padawan gets 2. Matt Risman gets 2. Mike Yaney, 2 points. Mumbo Jimbo, Star Wars Politics, Santa. All right, those are your 2 pointers. Next. Hold on a second. I'm going to try something here. Let's see if I can just reduce the. There we go. I'm going to reduce the font in that one just so that you guys can see a little bit better. All right. So now we're going to clear that one. We'll take. Okay. We'll got to take the next one. All right. The pirates cross through the barrier. And the gun on top of the school shoots. That's a point. The pirates cross through and lay waste. That's 2. And they get access code to in the buoy to get through the barrier. Now there you go. Yeah, I went too fast there. Hopefully this will be better, Dale. So Skywalker's Academy. Pirates use the access code in the buoy to get through the barrier. No, they did not. They were given access to go through. They did not get it through the buoy. So you had 2 correct, -1. You get a point, right? You still get a point. So Dale gets a point there. And I think that answers, I think that's nope. We have one more. Somebody went for the pirates don't. Oh my goodness. The pirates don't cross. Brian Stone, -1. Daniel Fisher, -1. Star Wars Fitz, -1. I said +2, -1. I said plus 2 if you get it right, -1 if you get it wrong, right? You got it wrong. So that's a -1, right? Pirates don't. -1 for Thrawn kill. So there you go. That's all the wrong answers. There you go. Right? So there we go. Select all. Okay. So here we go. Ready? Next question. Who's the supervisor? Who's the supervisor? Break out the calculators, y'all. I know. So confusing. I know we're gonna have to change it, going forward. But let's clear clear it. A droid. Everybody who picked droid gets a point. So Baymax gets a point. Daniel Fisher gets a point. Ducky Momo gets a point. KG's Padawan. Matt Risman. Mike Yaney. Mumbo Jimbo. RF Gaming Channel. Star Wars Politics. Santa. All get a point. Right? Any other question loses you a point. So let's just pick. Let's do this. Let's select all. Subtract a droid and that. Right? Okay. Here we go. If you said anything else, you lose a point. Right? Captain Rened, Brett moves, no supervisor. They've been abandoned. No. Nerd Mafia. No. None of the above. The concubine. Now this is two. Hold on a second. I got to go back because I think somebody else had two answers. Oh no, just -1. Okay, -1. None of the above. The concubine. Dale says no. That's a -1. The survivor of Order 66, a Jedi from the High Republic, fits. No, -1. He read the article and he went with it. Right. Thrawn killed. None of the above. -1. Okay, there we go. That takes care of all the answers there. Select all. Okay, there we go. That's all the points. Everybody's got their points. We'll take a look again at the end just to make sure. A cameo from a named character in the show. Right. -2 for Dale. He got a choice and fill in the wrong. Oh, I was thinking. That's why I went back. So that's that. I was thinking that it looked like Skywalker's Academy answered 2. So -2. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. Cameo, none is the correct answer. So everybody who said none, let's clear it. If you said none, you get a point, right? So Brett, Brian, Daniel, Ducky, KG's Padawan, Nerd Mafia, RF Gaming, and Star Wars Fits all get a point because they all said none. All right, now we have the other conditions. So let's select all and let's just get rid of these. Okay. So Din or Grogu, X-wing pilot, Trapper Wolf. So Din and Grogu or an X-wing pilot and an X-wing pilot. So here Baymax picked 2 answers. It's a -2. X-wing pilots, -1. Matt Risman lost a oops. -1. The Thrawn X-wing pilots, -2. X-wing pilot, -1. Skywalker's Academy, he says none. The Skelton Crew will tie into the larger story in a way that should have been obvious all along. Now, Skywalker's Academy, you said none, but then you went and hit the other and filled in, it will tie into a larger story. You didn't guess a cameo here. Yeah, right? Filling in that would have got you 0 points no matter what. So I'm going to be generous because this isn't an answer, right? The question was about a cameo from a named character. This is nothing to do with a cameo, right? This is about the story plot. So I'm just going to subtract 1. Look at that. Look at me being generous. Star Wars politics. X-wing pilot, -1. Santa, X-wing pilot, -1. Thrawn, -1. Yeah. So next, Star Wars lingo. You know what? There was no Star Wars lingo. The right answer is none. So let's do this on. All right. Let's so Star Wars lingo. The correct answer is none. If we pick, we clear this. We just pick the nuns. Right. None gets a point. Thrawn kill gets a point. I just gave you -1, Dale. You would have got -2. You would have got -2. That's right. Your answer was it ties into the larger. That's not a cameo. Answer this. Who is it ties into the larger universe? Who is that? Who is that person? A named character from another series, right? That's the question. Let's go back to the question for Skywalker's Academy, right? It goes back to the question. Cameo from a named character, not a regular in the show. Right? Your answer was not a named character. It was this ties into the larger story. Right? Let me go back because I saved the original questions over here. Right? So if I go pick let's find Skywalker's Academy. Right? I go over. Right? It says skeleton. So none. That's correct answer. Right? Matt Risman said should net to a 0. This says Skeleton Crew will tie into the larger story in a way that should have been obvious all along. Answer. Cameo from a named character, not a regular in this show. That's a weird name. Is that somebody's name? It's not a name. It's not a named character. You can't count that. So no, not doing that. Right. So let's go back here. All right. We were on Star Wars lingo, right? So Star Wars lingo, select all. Get rid of these, right? And then we'll let's apply this and go. Oh my goodness, look at that. Let me filter these. Clear. Let's pick this, and we'll go there. Okay, a quote, right? This is a quote and slang. So a quote and slang, -2, right? -2, -2, -2, -2, -2, -2, right? Those are -2, right? And then let's deselect that. And then pick this one. This is just slang. It's -1, -1, -1, -1, -1, -1, -1, -1, -1, -1, -1, -1, and say it to -1, right? So there you go. If you take away the second non-answer, it's a +1. No, oh! I see. None was correct. Okay, I gotta go back to Dale. You're right. So you're right. My brain locked in on the second part, and I didn't pick the first part. So I got to go. Okay. I follow you guys. I follow. Select all. Here we go back to Skywalker's Academy. Right? It's a non-answer. Right? So I go back here. He got it right. He got the none correct. So that's a +1. Okay, there we go. Is that better? I think that's it. If I take away the non-answer, just give him no, like, just take that off the board. Say, okay, that doesn't count. Just, because this is new, right? So take that off. I give him a point. You get the 1 point for the none, because the none was the correct answer. Yeah, so you got that part right. That's right. Okay. Jod's redemption. Okay, so I debated about this one. Jod's redemption was tough for me. Because, yeah, 1 point for the confusion. Yes, that's right. The fill-in was wrong, so it should be a net 0. I know. I'm being generous. I'm saying, well, that the fill-in blank was way off base, right? But there we go. Jod's redemption. I went over this one, and I was like, was he partially redeemed or not redeemed whatsoever? And the question, just to go back to the survey. The question itself is the first answer. Jod doubles down on his pirate self-serving bad guy ways. No redemption. So that's close. The second one, Jod is partially redeemed and survives. So he did survive. He's not fully a good guy, right? But shows some compassion and helps the kids in some way. I really struggled with this. Because I was like, is this is this partial redemption because he did help the kids, or no, not helping the kids whatsoever? Right? I really, really did. He 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 helped the kids by not unaliving them. Yeah, he might have been more redeemed because someone showed up to help when he was so sure nobody would, because nobody ever showed up to help him ever. Yeah. So RF Gaming says half point for each. Um, yeah, I think he showed partial redemption. And I went through. Let me bring up Discord here because I thought this might come up, and I just struggled with it so much. Let's see. Yeah. Let's see. I struggled with this. So let me bring it up and show you guys. I put some scenes in here. Right. So let me do this. Open. Open. Okay. So there's this scene here, and he says, "I don't want to hurt anyone." Right. Then there's this scene back here. Wait a minute, that was one of them. There was more. He said, he says this right here. Open. He says this. Don't injure too many of them. They were saying we're gonna blast them all. And then he goes on to as KG said, he doesn't unalive any of them. He has a chance to shoot several of them, and he doesn't. And he was upset when KB crashed, and he said it didn't have to be this way. And he was saying that the planet, he didn't want to do any damage to the planet. He didn't want their lives to change in any way. So he was showing some compassion. So I'm going with, here's what I'm going to do, right? There's no reason really why he couldn't have killed everyone in the supervisor tower. He just didn't want to. Right. So I went with the full answer is Jod is partially redeemed. I went with this is the correct answer, right? This one up here, no redemption. He's fully a bad guy. And like the other pirates that were just like, hey, we're going to just kill them all. Remember when they were in the vessel coming down and they were like, we're just going to wipe them all out. And he said, no, don't. So, yeah, he didn't do that. So we're going to say that that gets the point. So I'm going to clear this. Job doubles down. This is a -1. All of these are -1, right? Job doubles down, -1, -1, -1, -1. Okay. So then the next possible question, double. So here we have, oh, I missed one. -1. Okay, there we go. So Jod is partially redeemed, not fully a good guy. This is your point. This one gets a point. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. All right. That one gets a point. Now next, what's left? Well, that's just the correct answer. Okay, take that away. Come down here. Okay, let me just do this. Select all. Okay, all right, so there. Let's see what's left. We've got, I think we only have one. Jod is partially redeemed, not fully a good guy, shows some help. And then here's a fill in the blank. If Jod gets away with money, he'll maintain the secrecy or mystery of the last jewel of the Republic. Ooh. So there, he did not get away, and he didn't escape with any money. Well, we don't know if he got away, right? At the end, we don't know if he really got away or not, right? So I gotta say, 1 -1 is a 0. I have to do that. Sorry about that, Dale. I have to go with 0 there. All right. Let's select all here, and Go to the next question. Next question about Aten. At Aten, the secret's out. Its location becomes known, and it joins the other jewels by being destroyed. Both of those are correct. I'll show you guys here. I think both of these are correct because in the parentheses, this says the barrier is broken, partially broken, society breakdown, irreversibly changed. So I think both of these count. So this is worth 2 points if you got both of them correct, right? So let's go down here. Let's clear. It joins the others. Okay, so this gets 1 point. These are just the 1 point. Got half of it correct. So 1 point for those. Now let's go back. Pick the next one. It remains hidden, right? It remains hidden. That's a -1, right? And just so you know, Santa got -1. You'll see here in a second. -1, -1. I led everybody astray. Oh, everybody who answered what I did lost a point. Next one, remains hidden. Location is still okay. So we hold on. Let's clear. Hold on. Remains hidden. Okay. This one, Dale, he went for a multi again. Remains hidden. Location is still unknown. And then he says some of the money will get out. Hold on, let's go. Some of the money will get out, but everyone will be caught, and the mystery remains in trusted hands. He's thinking of Kim. So -2. -2. There. Sorry. That's how that goes. Clear. Let's pick the next. The secret's out. The location's known. Everybody gets a point for this one. Okay. Then clear. And let's pick. The secret's out. The location. Okay, that's it. There we go. Let's select all. All right. Death of a named character. We had some named pirates killed. I think that's the correct answer. So this is the way this works. We had one of the kids dies. That didn't happen. Real Ben, hello, says, I loved the finale. I thought it was a nice way to end the season. Really hope they somehow renew it. The show was so much more refreshing than what we've gotten recently. I agree. It was a great show. We'll talk more about the final ratings here in a minute. So we had one of the kids dies, one of the parents dies, Jod dies, or nobody dies. Other named pirates. These are death of named characters. I am pretty sure that at least one named pirate died. Gunter, I think, is dead. I think Gunter is dead. So I'm going to anybody who said one of the pirates is going to get that 2-pointer, right? That's a 2-pointer. So we'll clear these. Let's say Jod dies. These are -1, right? -1 for that. -1. And then we pick, oh my goodness, I see something already. Jod dies and Gunter dies. So this is +2, -1. Baymax gets a point, right? I'm going to give him a point. That's how that's going to work. Next, most, if not all, the pirates died or locked up. Maybe not Gunter, but he's locked up. 2 points. I'll give you 2 points for that one, Dale. That's how that's going to work. And then we go to the next one. Named pirates. No deaths. No deaths. Let's do that one first. -1, right? -1, -1. Oh my goodness. You guys see what I see? Oops, escape. This is hilarious. If you guys are looking over here in this episode total, it says, what? He said Gunter was locked up. You said he was the only one that dead. But I'm saying, I think Gunter's dead. He said maybe, let's go back and look again. I think Dale said maybe Gunter is locked up. Well, let's see what he said. let's go over here. Let's Skywalker's Academy. He comes over here. Most, if not all, pirates die or are locked up. He says, maybe not Gunter, but he's locked up. You know what? I do think he kind of waffled on that a little bit. I'll take it to 1+1, not +2. So we'll go down here. Where is Dale? I give him +1, right? +1. There you go. Right. All right. Let's go pick the next one. Pick the next one. That's clear. Named pirates die. I'm going to give KG +2. Right. KG gets 2. Clear. We'll pick the next one. One of the kids' parents die. Oh no. -1. -1. Okay. Then let's clear this. Who else? That's it. Select all. Okay, there we go. I think I got them all. Again, we'll look again. I'll zoom out so I can see everything. Right? Yeah. I'm going to give. That's why I gave him a point, not 2. Right? What happens to Smee? His head is reattached. Now, this was another thing that I wasn't sure about, and I went back through. And I took some screenshots. So if you've seen on Discord, you've seen what I've shown here. I'll show it here. You can see here's Smee. He's got this cable that goes back. His head is like under his arm, right? So there's that one. Let's go here. Here's another one of Smee. Nope. Open. Here we go. Here's another one of Smee. And the wire goes down around, and there's that, right? Then there's the next one. And let's open this one. Right, there's Smee's head, and you see the wires going down into his body there. So the answer, I believe, is his head was reattached by wires. Right? It's reattached by wires. Now, the answers that were possible were his head's reattached, he's brought back to life. He's definitely back to life. The next one says his head is woke up but not reattached. Is the head attached or not attached? That's the question. Right? His remains are not repaired, he's dead, or we don't know because we don't see. So I think his head is absolutely attached by wire, and also proven out that he's holding it under his arm and walking about. That's how his head controls his body, is because it's attached, right? Yeah, Neil, Snowball left with Neil. Yeah, the last I saw him. So I think the answer is his head is reattached and he's brought back to life. So you get 1 point for that. So we're gonna filter here. We'll clear. His head is woke up but not reattached. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to give a half point for these. Right? I'm just going to. This is Santa being generous, right? Because it wasn't like on his body. So I'll give you a half a point. I think it's wrong, but still half a point, right? Then take that off. His head is attached. You get a point, right? So everybody gets a point who said that. Brett Phillips, Brian Stone, KG, Matt Risman, Mumbo Jimbo, Nerd Mafia, RF Gaming, Santa, all get a point. All right. Then what else do we have here? His head is reattached. He's brought back to life. Okay. Baymax, his head is reattached and he's brought back to life. KB gets him talking again. Baymax. Right. I know this forum has been such a disaster. I know, Matt, this is not working. This is not working. We're not going to do it again this way. It was an experiment. No, not working. Yeah, this is not good. Not good. But Baymax, his bonus was correct, right? I'm going to give him 3 points, right? 3 points for Baymax. And then what else? His head is reattached. He's brought back to life. That's the correct answer. Take that one off. And let's pick this. All right. Here's his head is reattached. He's brought back to life. Same answers as Santa. So he filled this in just to be fun. I give him the 1 point. He does nothing for the bonus there. That was fun. His head is reattached. He's brought back to life, and we don't know because we don't see him. Oh, KG's Padawan. Nets to a 0. Nets to a 0. Then we get, let's see. His head is reattached. Oh, wait, that's that. We don't know because we don't see him. That's a -1. Let's see. Take these off. We don't know because we don't see him. And even if we see him, he won't be completely fixed. Oh, okay. So Dale, the +2 on the bonus, because we did see him and he's not completely fixed. That's a 2. But we don't know because we don't see him is a -1. So that nets to a 1, right? That nets to a 1. Then what else do we have? I think that's it. I think that's everybody. Select all. Okay. Okay. So here we go. I'm going to zoom out so I can just look and see. Are there any questions left that I missed? Okay, there's not. There's not. All right, so let's zoom in. Oops, wrong direction. All right, we'll go this way. And we look at the episode 8 totals. Along with the totals, I'm going to hide this one so you guys can see. So episode 8 totals are here. Now, we've got a problem, right? Because I already know on episode 8 totals, we've got some negatives. People need rewarded for doing it versus punished for doing it, right? You shouldn't get more points for not doing the predictions than you get for doing the predictions, right? So I've got to do something about this, right? Brian Stone with a -3. I can't have people at a -3 because they did their predictions, right? Especially since this whole thing is such a hot mess, right? So what am I going to do? I think what I've got to do is let's do a +5 to everybody across the board. If you did right, well, they did them wrong. I know, but if you did one, I'm going to give you 5 points. So we're going to do a +5 for anybody that did one. So I'm going to take out the people who did not do a survey, right? So let me go up here. I'm going to go on question 1. If they're blank, clear, right? And I'm going to pick the blanks here. Actually, I'm going to pick the non-blanks. Select all. Take out the blanks. Okay. So anybody who answered is going to get +5, right? So let me take this. Episode 8 +5, right? And I'm just going to do that across the board. I'm going to give +5 to anybody who did, right? +5, +5, +5, +5. Because it just seems wrong that the people who didn't even do it would somehow get more points than the people who did it and just got them all wrong. So we're going to do this. And then we'll go back through here. All right. There we go. All right. I feel better about that. I feel a lot better about that than just saying no points because you got them wrong, right? It was confusing. All right, so now we go back and we look at the episode 8 totals and we see how many did Santa have? Santa had 7. So if you got 7 or more, right? We had the same predictions in the first 7 episodes and changing last minute. I know. So this was really bad, right? Really, we can't do this anymore, right? This was a disaster, failed experiment, right? # failed. participation points for you, right? Look, I know, Matt. Look, so 7 points. If you get 7 or more, you made it onto the Wall of Fame. So Star Wars Politics, you tied me, right? And RF Gaming Channel with 9 makes it onto the Wall of Fame. Mumbo Jimbo with 7. Matt Risman with 7. KG with 14. 14 points, KG. Did fantastically in the new format. Somebody understood the assignment. Yeah, KG understood the assignment. She did fantastic. 7 points. Baymax made it with 9, and that takes care of the Wall of Fame. So now we look to see, okay, who is on the leaderboard? All said and done, 59 points. I know. Look, I know. Bad. I did bad, right? I did. We tried something. It didn't work, right? It didn't work. So 59 to make it on to, look, Star Wars Politics. He made it, right? So let's, let me make this a little bit smaller so I can format this, right? We're going to format this. Star Wars Politics with 59.5. He beat me by a half a point, right? So let's, escape. Let's go up 59. 59 takes 59. RF Gaming Channel. He makes it with 60, right? Nerd Mafia with 60, right? Mumbo Jimbo with 60. Matt Risman, 60 points. He made it, right? 59 to get on there. KG with 69 points makes it onto the Wall of Fame. Or the season leaderboard, wins some Santa merch. Brett Phillips with 70. He made it by 1 point. Just 1 point. Brett Phillips. No, 59. He made it by 11. 59. That's it. So Brett Phillips, KG, Matt Risman, Mumbo Jimbo, Nerd Mafia, RF Gaming, Star Wars Politics, all made it with onto the season leaderboard. That was a mess. What a hot mess that was. Oof. Terrible. Oh my goodness, that was terrible. That was terrible. Yeah. You know, we tried something. I got to take a drink. Get some of that Mio, right? Mio Mayo. That was terrible. Not good, my friends. That was not good. Whoa, that was exhausting. That was exhausting. That was terrible. I was unwatchable. Absolutely unwatchable, unbearable. That was so terrible. I'm so sorry. That was the worst. Not doing that again. Wow. Not good. Okay. Now, the game being excluded, this final episode, let's see. I had a survey up there. I put it up at the beginning. I'm going to end the survey, in the poll. And the results of the survey, 66% of you say, yes, give me a season 2 of give me a season 2 of the Skelton Crew. 22% say yes, a season 2 and anything else. 11% say, well, put them in something else. Just put them in something else. So I am hoping that we do see these characters again. There are a lot of questions people have that are unanswered. Like, where did all this start? How did it happen? How did things evolve? What's Jod's full backstory? Where was he? Who was his Jedi master? Who killed her? When? How did all this transpire? People want to know. People want to know. When they talk about the old republic, what are they talking about? You know, when? Give me a year. I need to know. I see people asking for all these details. For me, I just thought it was a wonderful show. I thought it was so much fun. And look, I had fun hanging out with you guys, except this last prediction score. Yikes. That was terrible. Right. We won't do that again. But other than that, I loved it. So here's the deal. We're going to pretend like today didn't happen. I'm going to score it. I'll send out the results. And Friday, we'll get together and we'll talk about Star Wars. And we'll mark this down in the books of lessons learned, right? Lessons learned, not doing that again. Well, we have a Mike Porter dad joke. Whew. we should use this format for indoor season 2. Oh, no. Yeah. Remember the keep it simple rule. Right. Yes, exactly. Mike Porter's dad joke. How do most Wookiees like their food? Well, they like it chewy. They like their food chewy, just like I like my cookies. I like those chewy cookies, the soft ones. Yeah, those are great. Are we going to discuss Andor season 2 predictions? Star Wars politics says we'll work on it. I've definitely got to scrap this thing. Right, we're going to throw it in the trash and not come back to it. We are going to keep it simple. We're going to return to a more simple format. We're going to keep with not putting in fill in the blanks. Fill in the blanks is the death of anybody. The fill in the blanks have got to go. All right, no filling in the blanks at all. That's not happening. You're going to get yes and no. You get a point if you get it right. You get no points if you get it wrong. None of this negative points and the math and the formulas and not doing any of that. Right? Not doing it. No, can't do it. Whew. Yeah, no 100-word essays. I'm tired. That was terrible. So there you go. Star Wars politics. I had no choice but to copy you. And I never do that. But I was scared for good reason. Yes, good reason. What about Daredevil? What if he had a lightsaber? All right, you guys. That was terrible. Yes, I can, Jedi Mike. I will absolutely say, ho, ho, ho. Hello there to Jedi Mike and his whole family out in Southern California. Santa is so happy that you are here and so happy you're doing well. You guys enjoy your day. I hope you have a wonderful day. You guys take care. And I am traumatized. I've got to go now, like take a nap. It's not good. So you guys, we will catch you on Friday. We'll hang out. We'll have a good time. And until then, my friends, Merry Christmas, and may the force be with you always. Bye-bye.